Welcome back to the channel this week, folks. We're gonna have a fun little project today. We're gonna work on an LJ. So I know everybody's been liking the TJ content, so it's like a TJ, but longer. Good customer, friend of mine, brought his Jeep in. We had to do a bunch of maintenance kind of crap to it. Rear sway bar has seen better days and it's kind of just fallen apart. So we're gonna upgrade it with an anti-rock. I know we did a couple anti-rocks in our JL shop Jeep a while back. This will be a fun one. It's a little bit different install. So we're gonna go ahead and give this guy a cool little upgrade. Let's see what all comes in this box compared to what came in the JL boxes. So we've been using anti-rock for a while. Really love the anti-rock stuff. I really like their sway bars. And I know you'll have all the fanboys online. Take all the sway bars off, throw them away. You know, if you want your Jeep to drive like crap, that's cool, that's on you, but that's not something I promote here. If it was a pure on off-road rock crawler, sure. I never ran any sway bars on my Cherokee, but I trailered it everywhere. You do get a lot more body roll if you don't run sway bars. So I like sway bars. So whenever we do our anti-rocks, we always take everything out, make sure all the parts are in the package before we even bother bringing the vehicle in and starting on stuff. So here's the contents of our package. We have the bar, links, tabs, hardware, the rod ends, the rest of the bracketry, and the arms. Super cool. So let's pull this Jeep in and start on this. Next step, we're going to pull all the plugs now that we got the wheels off, and we're going to take this inner fender well liner out to get to the frame and everything in here. Take it in the face.
And pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag.
Good Lord.
Go dump this outside.
All right, once you get those assembled, you're gonna slide those on the bar and get that slid into the chassis, because you're gonna have to do some cutting and some grinding on the tub. Once you have your bar in location where you want it, you got this, there's adjustability up and down. So don't drill these holes until you know you have this exactly where you want it. Then mark your holes and drill a hole. Like I said though, you better have this exactly where you want it. It's kind of a one-shot deal there. All right, so once you get your hole drilled, basically what they send you is a self-tapping bolt, and just put a dab of Loctite on there, cram it in the hole. If you want to get fancy, you can take the bracket back off, you can put nut certs and bolts in there, but honestly it's just locking it so it can't move. It's not really holding a lot of pressure, so these do work pretty decent. All right, so we got this all bolted in now. Now we got our arm mocked into position. We have to do some clearancing up here for when the suspension cycles into the compression. So we've already trimmed a little bit. We're gonna have to trim and rework this. We're gonna cut some more of this out right here, and then we're gonna take this and kind of bend it out to clear this arm here. So on these, they got all the evap crap back here. You gotta kind of deal with that a little bit. I'll show you the other side. So on this side we got it set up, but as you can see we got a box drawn there. We need to take this out and clearance this so that the arms can swing up for compression. The gas tank skid is hitting the diff cover, so we're going to do some clearancing in there so that it doesn't hit. We have a little bit of track bar interference with that gas tank. We're going to clean that up as well. And then we are going to be putting the fender liners back in, so we're going to have to trim along here and clean this all up so that that arm will float through there as well. So it's kind of a bolt-on installation, but kind of not. So there is some fabrication required. You got some clearancing, some adjustments, you got some modifications to make. A lot of the front ones are super easy to install. This one requires a lot more work. It's not undoable, but you need to be prepared for that if this is something you're going to take on. So here you can see the ANTIROCK pretty much where we think it's going to be permanently. Got the tabs welded on the axle. There is no exact answer on where that needs to go. It's going to be dependent on your situation, your suspension setup, long arm, short arm, lift height, everything plays a factor there. So we got everything all snugged up, everything kind of ready to go. You can see here, we got the fender liner trimmed out to allow our ANTIROCK to function and not hit. We got this side installed. You can see the fender liner here, how it's trimmed to allow that ANTIROCK to swing. We had to get in there and do some sheet metal modifications and make sure you paint everything. So next, we're going to put this other fender liner in, get the wheels on it, and flex this out and see how it works. So here we go. We've got it all flexed out with the forklift. We're making sure everything clears nice. We're gonna adjust bump stops just a touch on the corners and the rear. Front's good. Track bar clears. Gas tank, ANTIROCK, everything is happy. So, there you go. All right, well, there's some good TJ content for you guys. ANTIROCK sway bar for the rear. A lot of work is involved to make it fit in there. You got to do a lot of, tub trimming, fender well. Then you might have to, play with your bump stops, play with your link lengths. You have to flex the suspension out really aggressive. We did have to adjust the bump stops a little bit and extend the links a little bit more to get everything to clear the tires perfect on flex. We played with the track bar a little bit. We took the track bar that was on it, threw it in the trash, put a Rusty's track bar on there because we needed a different angle. That was mostly due to the gas tank skid from the previous video. Or the next video. Oh, might have given you a telltale. Unless the video's already out, then I just sound dumb. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed. We have more content coming for you next week. It's pretty awesome. I think you're going to love the stuff we got coming out. We got a really cool big series coming out soon. So, you guys stay tuned. See you then.